Hello, marketers. I wanted to provide you a short video lecture giving you some more detailed explanation of two terms that you have coming up for this week, and that is positioning trees and purchase attributes. And these two items are connected together. So, let me start by talking about positioning trees. So, positioning trees, also known as perceptual maps, are just a visual tool that marketers use to evaluate how your brand and your product fits in the marketplace versus competing brands and products. So I'm going to jump in here with just some audio and explain purchase attributes and their role in positioning trees. So purchase attributes are components that are important to customers when they're thinking about buying your product. I'm going to show you in a second here three different positioning trees, and each one of them is basically a grid, X and Y axis, that maps out a variety of brands based on some different purchase attributes. So the first example you're going to see is for cars, and there's a positioning tree based on the purchase attributes, things that are important to customers, based on quality and price. So take a second and look at this positioning tree for cars. The second purchase positioning tree is going to be for beverages, and the purchase attributes that they're comparing are high fruity flavor to low fruity flavor and high energy drink to low energy drink. And these are factors that we consider when we're thinking about getting a cold beverage. So take a second and look at that positioning tree. And then the third positioning tree is related to restaurants, and the purchase attributes, considerations a customer thinks about before they decide where to go, where to purchase, would be how healthy is the restaurant, low healthy to high healthy, and how fast is the service experience going to be, from high speed fast food to low speed sit down. So when we talk about purchase attributes, these are things that are important to a customer when they're thinking about buying your product. Fast food would be things like how much menu variety do they have? What's the speed of service? How healthy or unhealthy is the food? How convenient, meaning how close it is. And you can take a positioning tree, which always has two variables, and map yourself out versus the competitors. And the net result is it's just a visual tool for comparing yourself against competing brands and measuring up and see how you fare against these other brands. And this helps you decide as a brand how you want to position yourself, because you can't be all things to all people. You can't hit all the purchase attribute marks, so you have to figure out what do we want to focus on, how do we want to position ourselves versus our competitors. Take a company like Jack in the Box. So there's a company who would say what they focus on as far as purchase attributes regarding the fast food purchases is menu variety and value menu. So they are known for having a strong menu variety and also a pretty robust value menu. What they don't have is a lot of kids appeal. They don't have a lot of kids toys and things packaged up for kids. That's more in the realm of somebody like, say, McDonald's. So the process of identifying your purchase attributes and then B, determining which attributes you want to use to position yourself results in the positioning trees. But when you get a positioning tree, you can kind of see visually where you versus your competitors sit on a variety of different purchase attributes for your products. And maybe if we need to move in a different area.
Or maybe like, here's a area, a combination of purchase attributes that nobody's really positioned at. Let's go here. Because you can't be all things to all people. So if you were Jack in the Box and you were scoring low on kids' meals, um, and average in menu quality, it probably wouldn't make sense for Jack in the Box to spend a whole lot of money to get as competitive as McDonald's in the kids' meals category. Why? Well, that's not really our position in the marketplace. We focus more on adult fast food users. We're not really going after families. We're going after fast food users who want some menu variety and also want cheap gutter food they can get at 2 a.m., like two tacos for 99 cents, right? So we're not trying to compete against McDonald's in a kids meal appeal. That's not our sandbox. So positioning trees kind of help you see where's everybody at, how are they positioned different in the marketplace, and where do we stack up? And do we need to shore up our brand in some area to compete in this very important category, or can we go in a different spot?